Indonesia is a sleeping giant when it comes to chocolate. Indonesia has been known as one of big five suppliers for our cacao, but not with its chocolate consumer. During this decade, Indonesian chocolate is building its own spotlight, getting more attention from local and global consumers alike. I'm food expert Kevin Sumantri. Come taste the beauty only on See Indonesia. Restaurants for me is the beating heart of a city. A venue where good food and community intertwine. That is why I love exploring new places, from those hidden on landways to the glitz and glam of modern restaurants. Follow me while I'm visiting the most exciting eating places around cities, only on See Indonesia. Siang. Ini variasi barunya Pilon.
Iya kak. Cracks kita.
Cracks.
Mau dicoba?
Saya mau yang white orange.
White orange.
Let's give it a try.
Kita pakai white chocolate. Orange-nya dari jari.
Waduh.
Pasti nagih. Mau coba lagi yang mana kak?
Almond milk.
Almond milk.
Tunggu. Do you know that not until 10 years ago, our knowledge and association with chocolate always leaning on towards the European chocolate culture. But this thing that I'm eating here, this chocolate crack, although it looks very Switzerland, because it reminds me of my trip when I went to Switzerland, looking all of these amazing chocolate cracks in front of their stores. This actually not from the European pedigree. It is planted, produced, and made all in Indonesia. I think I'm gonna taste another one. Oh, the caramel.
Caramel.
Ooh. Look at this amazing golden darkness of pure indulgence of chocolate. It still mesmerized me at how Indonesian chocolate would be this good. And here I am at the Pilon, which is one of the two pioneers of Indonesian chocolate movement, which is in Alun-Alun, Indonesia and Grand Indonesia. Oh, look at this soft cookie caramel, cookie dough and brownies. I think perhaps like me, perhaps you're confused that why there's so many of local Indonesian chocolate products nowadays. Because I think for the past few years, the demands for Indonesian chocolates or Indonesian chocolate deprivation of product has increased drastically. And in Pilon, they're using so many of their chocolates into different kind of product. Even they have this, I don't know, I think it's a dry cacao beans from the cacao tree, somewhere from around of the plantation all across Nusantara, Indonesia. And what's interesting about Pilon is that they're not just talking about chocolate, they actually discover varieties of chocolate that's actually before is not familiar from Indonesian people. For example, this, I just realized they have this Ransiki, 62% of chocolate from West Papua. Who'd ever thought that West Papua has great cacao? And that's why I will take you to meet my friend, which is Tisa Aunila, the owner and the person who established Pilon at the factory in Barito. visiting the most exciting eating places around cities or beyond sea Indonesia. Hi, Tis.
Hi, Kev. Welcome to Chocolate Factory.
Thank you for having me. I just came from your store in Indonesia and tasting the chocolate crack. It was so good. And I think that's very creative.
Oh, thank you. Happy to hear that.
And then that's why I'm here. I want to learn how to make
To know
the
how
chocolate.
to make chocolate, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna start downstairs first
Yes.
for some of the steps, and then we're gonna go upstairs for the chocolate room.
Okay, the factory first and then molding the chocolate.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome to the factory.
Factory.
Kevin and the chocolate factory.
Pas banget.
Like the smell is really good.
Enak ya wanginya.
So good. Enak banget. How much process that it takes to make this your amazing chocolate?
Yeah, in chocolate, production is take a long process.
Yeah.
It's approximately 8 to 9 steps.
8 to 9 steps.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And then there's all the machines in this factory that makes it possible.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is what is this? It's called the winnower.
Winnower.
Machine.
The terms only exist in chocolate.
Oh,
That's why it's not very common, right?
Yeah.
So before the winnower, we roast the beans
Ah.
inside. We
So
have
that's the roasted.
that's
cacao
the
beans.
roasted cacao.
Cacao beans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you can see the beans, you can break it by hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can see the nips.
Okay.
So we use this to produce chocolate, and the taste is
This
very different with
tiny bits of
the
this.
chocolate bar. It's very different. That's why it took a long
Yeah,
process.
a long process. So this is the next process after
Yes.
the winnower,
After
right?
winnowing, yes. So we call it pre-grinding.
You can look at this. This is like paste.
Yeah.
And it smells so good.
Smells so good, yeah.
Smells so good.
We mix the recipe here. So it depends. We want to make, for example, ransiki
Yeah.
without milk. So
Yeah.
only cocoa beans and
Yeah.
sugar,
Yeah.
sugar, and we
Okay.
mix it here.
Yeah.
After that, we'll move to the refining machine.
The refining machine is the most exciting part in the factory. Imagine that the cacao paste is refined so thinly to 25 microns in size. And oh my gosh, that is even thinner than our hair. I can resist myself to taste it. Oh, it smells so good.
So you can taste it. The fresh chocolate. How's it?
You've got to begin it.
Like disappear in your mouth, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is the micron that you mentioned.
Yes.
It dissolves
Yes.
like in air.
Yeah. Like
But it's
an air.
chocolate.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
magical.
Yeah.
Everyone should have this and everyone should experience this. Oh my god. You don't sell it in this.
No, because of the weather. It's
Oh,
so
the
hot.
weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, understandable. I can start to taste kind of the flavor profile.
Ah, cool. Yeah.
It's from there and here.
Here. And for our chocolate drinks, we mix this one with the cocoa powder.
So this is the next process,
The
right?
next process after the refining. Yeah. So in here, what happened is I agitate the chocolate because the chocolate is fermented in the plantations.
Yes.
It has like a volatile acids.
Okay.
We need to get it out.
Okay.
Because we only want the acidity, the sourness from the flavor, not the fermentation.
Okay.
So that's why we need to do the punching for the volatile acid to be evaporated.
I just realized that making chocolate is so much science here.
Yeah.
If you skip one step, it will change the whole
flavor.
flavor of the
Sure.
chocolate. So what's after this, so the next step will be.
The next step will be we'll go to the chocolate room.
Oh.
It's cold inside because it has to be 20 degrees Celsius
Oh, that's nice.
for us to work on the chocolates.
Okay then.
We will go to the tempering process.
Okay, so from this to go upstairs. Okay, that's cool. Do you agree that Indonesia has the most variety of chocolate flavor to be?
Yes, that is true. We prove it scientifically because we're working with
There you
Osaka
go.
University.
Huh?
We will then have a collaboration with Osaka University, and they're doing like a research in their lab.
Yeah.
They're seeing the compound of cocoa
Yeah.
from all over the world.
Yeah.
And Indonesia is the most diverse in the world.
That's scientifically proven.
Yeah.
So nothing that beats the scientific.
No,
right?
yeah, right.
So let's begin. I can't
Yeah,
wait.
let's try. Actually, tempering is to stabilize the fat crystals in the chocolates.
Okay.
Because when you break the beans like
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
it has approximately 50% of cocoa butter.
Yes.
So we need to stabilize the crystals
Okay.
by doing the tempering. First, we bring the temperature up to 50 to 55 degrees Celsius, and we're gonna pour it here. The reason is to bring the temperature down to about 28 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
And then we will bring the chocolate back to here. So we're gonna pour only like 2/3.
So I think for people like watching this, if you touch this marble table, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Because the marble stone it retains the temperature and the
Yes.
coldness, right?
Yeah, true. So this is already tempered cocoa. So if you temper the chocolate properly, it will be shine like this. It's very shiny, right?
Oh yeah.
As you can see.
Yeah,
It's very different like
very different
before.
like before. Before
Yeah.
it's kind of like opaque,
Yeah, true.
pale, like dust, and now it's very shiny.
Yeah. And here, if you wanna try to do tempering at home,
Yeah.
you can test whether it's good tempering by using a spoon,
Yeah.
and you can just dip it like half.
Yeah.
You leave it just in the room temperature.
temperature.
If it sets,
Yeah.
and then there's no streaks, then it's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. And then it still retain its shine.
Yeah.
Sheen. Okay. You're working with chocolate for a while. I think
Yeah.
what the most valuable thing that ever happened to you with
Right.
chocolate?
Right.
I don't know, is it the money, is it the fun, and everything?
There's a lot of come to my mind right now. There's
Yeah.
so many answers to the questions. But I think the most important part for me is I'm not doing this only for money. We only do this also for the community, for the bigger sense, you know.
Yeah.
Because buying the chocolate directly from them, they have a better price, better economic growth.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. They can send their children to school.
Us.
Like even one of the farmers in Bali,
Yeah.
the sons
Yeah.
already have a degree in food agriculture and master in food
wow.
science because of producing cocoa beans.
Just as a
Fermented
Cacao
cocoa.
farmer.
Yeah, because when they
wow.
sell fermented cocoa beans,
Yeah.
the price is 40 to 50% compared to the unfermented ones. So
Even from the same bean.
The same bean, yeah.
Wow.
So it's really gratifying, you know. But now, Kevin, I want to challenge you
As long as challenges include chocolate, I'm in.
because you're a foodie for
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
and you know a lot about the background of everything related to I think food.
Yes.
We're gonna challenge you to do like a chocolate tasting session with us.
Is
What Sonic says the name.
Is that even a challenge? Like
I know,
chocolate
right?
tasting? just hit me with your best shot.
So let's do it upstairs. Yeah,
we shall.
let's go.
visiting the most exciting eating places around cities, only on Sea Indonesia.
Testing right now, so we're gonna try to recognize our own palate.
Also, we have this complete set.
Yes.
Okay, this is the challenge that you gave me, yeah.
Yep.
Kevin, if the challenge. But I think it's too quiet if it's just the two of us. I think I'm gonna get some of the crew.
Come on, let's go.
Alif and Felix to join us. Yes. Let's go. Let's go.
Pressure is on.
People behind. So, Tisa, the stage is yours. So, what do we have to do?
So, in terms of flavor, actually 80% of the flavor comes from our smell sensation. So, it's 80%, 20% from our mouth. So, now we're gonna start with a sense of smell. So, we have this kind of form. So first it's a sense of smell, and after that we're gonna go with the sense of taste. Tasting the chocolate, and we're gonna go to the sonic seasoning, which is sound. What is that? We're gonna
sounds futuristic.
Yeah. So now I think we're gonna start with the sense of smell. So in front of you we have 5 cups. So we cover it with cotton. So please do not open the cotton
that's cheating.
cover. That's cheating. We're gonna smell each cup, and then we're gonna write down what do you find.
There's no right or wrong on this,
No.
The challenge really hits my smell and taste senses good. After guessing spices by smell, we have to guess the origin of each chocolate variation by its taste. You're gonna guess?
Yes, please.
I think I'm really bad at this.
No, that's okay. So A is actually West Papua. Mix it with East Kalimantan. It's Ransiki.
Ransiki, okay.
So it has like a very tasty umami flavor.
Okay, I get something like honey, tobacco something.
Yeah. And what is B?
In my honest opinion, I think B is. I'm looking at this.
So I'm gonna give you a hint. B has fruity flavor, but we need to define whether it's Bali or is it Kampung Rasa.
I think in my honest opinion, that's Kampung Rasa.
Correct. Oh, it's Kampung Rasa.
I get it right. Right?
Yes.
Yes, true.
So
that's Indonesian chocolate.
Amazing, right?
That's amazing. And we're not even finished yet, right?
No, it's not. We're not finished.
Oh gosh.
We have another one, the most difficult one, and it's fun, and it's new. I think it's the first here in Indonesia. Sonic seasoning. Thanks for chocolate. So we come to the last part. The fun part, sonic seasoning. So the terms come from this professor from Oxford. He has this study about how you perceive flavor from the sound that you hear. So it's interesting. So we're gonna taste 2 types of chocolate, and then I'm gonna tell you the studies.
I like when everything is about human science. I love it.
So, are you ready?
Shall
we listen to the music first, and I will give you a cue to eat the chocolate.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to start with the sound. So that goes with chocolate number 1. And then we're gonna move to chocolate number 2. sound first. So there you go.
Yeah.
So from your preliminary finding, what do you find? Like, which one is the bitter one?
Number 2 is kind of sweet, that lingers, kind of honey-like.
Yeah.
And the bitter, just
tiny
slight.
bit.
Just tiny bit.
Number
But
one is more bitter.
More bitter. Even the aftertaste kind of more still lingers.
Wow, it's amazing. It's the same chocolate.
Seriously?
Really?
Oh,
Seriously? Seriously, it's the same chocolate.
Oh shoot! No. I have goosebumps.
It's the same chocolate here.
Oh,
1 and
really?
2, the same chocolate.
Oh wow!
It's really your perception of taste from
wow.
what you hear. Yeah.
Oh, this is
When the music stops.
yeah.
The same, right? Yeah, because it is the same. It's the Bali chocolate 70%.
Oh shoot!
So when we hear like high pitched sound,
Yeah.
it's more like we perceive it like more sweet flavor,
Oh.
more tasty, more fruity. That's why you can sense the fruitiness, you know.
Yes.
But when we hear like low pitch, like very low sound,
I like this.
it's very blunt. It's
Oh
bitter,
my
bitter,
God.
blunt.
It's bitter, yeah.
No flavor.
Yes.
It's very thin. The flavor is very.
Even I told you that that's really real. I mean,
Yeah.
the aftertaste from
Yeah.
chocolate one was
Just very bitter.
bitter.
Yeah. So that's it. I think you're passed.
so
You passed the test.
Oh my God.
Flavor.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank
It's
you so
flying
much,
colors.
Lisa. Thank you so much. I think that's
Thank
really
you.
that's really
That's fun, yeah.
fulfilling.
Yeah.
Very
It's
good
Very good
experience.
to hear that.
So that was a very exciting experiment. But if you want to know that this kind of method was found in 2006 by Professor Charles Spence from Oxford University, one of the world's most recognized research university. But as I recall, there's also one chef in UK. His name is Heston Blumenthal, who owns the 3 Michelin star restaurant that also applied that kind of method that we just experienced into one of his dining experiences. And that's a very exciting moment to enjoy, right, Michelle? Great experience. Halo, Mas. So ini ice creamnya Pilon, soft ice cream. Oh, saya mau deh. Satu, coklat ya ransing ya. The dark art of indulgence turns out to be one of Indonesia's powerful gastronomic tools. From Pilon, we learn that not only Indonesia has so many untapped agricultural potential that can lead to culinary prosperity, but the very importance of mentoring farmers as the backbone of our national gastronomy.